Hello, motorized bicycle enthusiasts. This is MB Rebel, and this is in regards to the small 1/4 inset disc hub sprocket adapter with bolt options, number 20087. And all adapters come with a 6.5 millimeter 1/4 inch spacer built in to allow you to, here's your typical ISO standard hub, which the internet ISO standard is international standard, and that means the bolt holes on this hub are 44 millimeters apart, the 6 rotor bolt holes. And we here at MB Rebel try to only use standard stuff. If you buy one of those thread-on adapters with a disc rotor, that from China will be not international standard, which means you won't be able to get the right rotor, and it'll always be screwy. So here's our hub that we sell, which is ISO standard 36 holes. This wheel is built with 12 gauge spokes, and I have some of the spokes colored to help me build wheels. So this is like a sample wheel with a key spoke and the other spoke marked as blue and red, and that just helps a little bit when you're building bicycle wheels. But anyhow, this is how this adapter works, and this one has a 1/4 inset, which means it'll bring the sprocket 1/4 of an inch towards your spokes, and that works good for this wheel. And you got to watch, if you use regular bolts or something, that it's going to hit your spokes. You never want this whole apparatus touching your spokes at all. So, you know, then you can change, if it comes close, you want to change the orientation of the disc bolts. But how this works is, and for most wheels, I think this 1/4 inset will be perfect. But we do have a medium and a large inset, which is 3/8. But there you go, and it leaves room for your caliper to go in between there, and that's how it works. And all of our 415 chain sprockets that are made in, all this stuff that we make here at MB Rebel is 775 aircraft aluminum, made in the United States. So the bigger the piece of, we have sprockets, and our sprockets are meant to be cross, everything that we make, we try to think about and make cross-platform adaptability. You know, so this sprocket that's going to fit that disc adapter has the same 3 5/8 bolt pattern as like a Manic Mechanic sprocket. Some of these other Chinese sprockets that you get will be the same bolt pattern, and they fit the clamshell adapter. So let's say you got a clamshell adapter and then you buy a new wheel from Amazon that's a disc brake. Well, then you need this adapter that will enable you to use this sprocket and then attach it to your disc brake. But also, one thing about our sprockets, made in the United States, they have a large center hole so that you don't have to remove the coaster brake arm when you're putting on these sprockets. Let's see here. Here you go. Gotta take off all the nuts though. But you can put your adapter on, and then because of the large bolt pattern, which it's standard, but we have, we're gonna have 9 bolts. So you can secure it in 9 places to the adapter and have more adaptability, more cross-platform type stuff. But none of it is You know, it should work with most of the, we try to make it work with most of the Chinese stuff, but your China sprockets are real thin. They don't grab the chain well, and you know, you know, it can cause chain slap. The chain will be wobbly because these sprockets are so thin. Also, they're heavy. You know, even that one is really heavy, and because of the small center hole, this sprocket is not going to work for a disc brake, any kind of a disc brake adapter, because it won't fit over the hub. Usually what you need, even with mag wheels, is for the sprocket to come towards the center of the hub. And then you have we have a ton of spacers here, also at mbrebel.com. And but what you want is to move the sprocket towards the center of the hub, and then there's a 1/4 inch 6.5 millimeter spacer, and then you can put your rotor on. So look on our website. You can search for the small 1/4 Inset disc hub sprocket adapter, and then there's all kinds of bolt options. You can attach an adapter with the bolts that you get with your sprocket adapter, but it just is it can stick out, you know, and it just doesn't look great. Plus, you know, it adds weight, but it can be done that way. You know, especially if you have the countersunk. Go to they're 3/8 nylock nuts. You just need to go to the hardware store and pick them up, and it can attach that way. But this video was about the small 1/4 Inset disc hub sprocket adapter with bolt options. You can just go onto our website and search for part number 20087 in the search box at the bottom of the page. So thanks for watching.